Hello everyone. We discuss about who was Jethro. Okay, the little fact about Jethro. Jethro, also known as Jethro or Yisro, was a Midian priest. He was the father-in-law of Moses, who was destined to be born to be Jews. A pagan, we ended up embracing the truth of Judaism. Jethro is described as a priest in Midian, a priest of the pagan. There was no idol that he had not served before turning to the true God and the Torah. When Moses fled from Egypt, he met Jethro, the seven daughters at the well of Midian, and Moses heroically to protect them from other shepherds, and gave their flock water to drink. In the end, Moses married Zipporah, the daughter of Jethro, and became a sheep herder for his father-in-law. Jethro traveled to the desert to study the Torah, and at God's command, Moses finally left the land of Midian to ransom the Israelites out of Egypt. He left with his wife and children with his father-in-law. Jethro heard about the miraculous exodus and was inspired to join the Jewish nation. Then leaving behind his position of honor and material comfort, he took his daughter and granddaughter into the desert, where he studied the Torah with the Jews. Jethro also restructured Moses' judicial system, observing that Moses was alone, hearing the dispute of the entire nation, a system that was clearly unsustainable. Okay, he suggests creating a judicial hierarchy where lower judges would handle the smaller matters, leaving only the most complex cases to Moses. Next. Moses wanted Jethro to stay, and when the Jews were preparing to leave Mount Sinai, Moses invited Jethro to join the journey to the Promised Land. Jethro initially refused, wanting to return to Midian. There is debate among the wise men as to whether he ultimately stayed or returned home. Some saying that he left early, perhaps to settle his family, then returned to live with Moses. The descendants of Jethro, known as the Ishmaelites, became an integral part of Jewish history, settling in Israel, especially in Jericho and the Judea desert. The Jews always remember Jethro's kindness, and King Saul ensured the safety of the Canaanites during the battle with the Amalekites. Some of Jethro's descendants were very well known, even serving in the Sanhedrin, the highest court of Judaism. The Talmudic sage Rabbi Yossi ben Talafta is said to be descendants of Jethro. Next, okay, these are a little information About Jethro. Jethro had several names. Jethro is called by seven names in the Tanakh: Reuel, Jethro, Jethro, Jether, Hobab, Heber, Kenny, and Putiel. Each name reflects a different quality or accomplishment. For example, Jether or Ed alludes to be Torah section about judge that was added because of him, and Hobab of ap- appreciate highlight his respect for the Torah itself. Next, his descendants married prominent figure. In addition to Moses, Jethro, descendants connected him with several other notable people. El- Eleazar, the son of Aaron, the high priest, married Jethro's granddaughter, and Jael, the heroine who killed the Canaanite general Sisera, also married one of his descendants. Next, Jethro was an advisor to Pharaoh. According to the tradition recorded in the Talmud, Jethro served as an advisor to Pharaoh before the enslavement of the Jews, and along with Balaam and Job advised him on the operation operation of the Jews. Jethro opposed the plan and fled the land of Egypt to avoid the negative consequence, even risking his life to defend the Jews. Moses' staff come from Jethro's garden. The interesting the Midrash describe the history of Moses' staff and how it was passed down through the generation from its first owner, Adam, to Jethro, who stuck it in his garden. Despite repeated attempts, no one could remove it until Moses arrived and easily pulled it out. Recognizing this uh, divine sight, Jethro declared that Moses would one day one day free Israel from Egypt, agreeing to arrange a marriage between Moses and his daughter Zipporah. Next. Jethro played a key role in the giving of the Torah. The Torah Parsha after Jethro begins with his story and leads up to the giving of the Torah, and according to the Zohar, this sequence was intentional. The Torah could not be given until Jethro recognized the true God. Chastity Talk expand on this argument, explaining that the giving of the Torah bridges the gap between the spiritual and physical world, the world, empowering humanity to glorify matter by giving it is a divine aspect. Jethro, a man of extraordinary intellectual depth, recognizing of the true God, symbolized the elevation of worldly wisdom to harmony with divine wisdom of the Torah. Next. Okay, thank you.